Hi friends, welcome to another Reddit Rev episode. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and please share it with your friends if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Also, please leave me a comment to let me know what you think of the episode. Now let's get started with today's stories.
99% sure my wife of over 25 years is having an affair. Not sure how to go forward. About a year and a half ago, my wife began to overcome some chronic pain that had been really holding her down for years. During this time, she had also been involved in the family business that puts a lot of stress on her. She hates going to work and feels trapped by her family obligations. Also, during this time, we became empty nesters. As she started feeling physically better, we started going out, dancing to various bars in the area with bands. One place in particular really appealed to her, and we brought several sets of friends along to experience, but none of them were really interested in going back very often. Now, my wife likes dancing more than I do. I enjoy dancing with her, but once or twice a week is sort of enough for me. Long story short, she has been going out some nights without me for a while now, mostly with girlfriends. At one point, this other guy started paying her more attention. She said that she was happy to have a guy friend, and we went round and round whether it was appropriate. At one point, I happened to see a text come through with a little kissy emoji and called her out on it. She told me she shut him down saying it wasn't appropriate, and he since got into a relationship with a woman who lives about 3 hours away. He is part of a group of friends/acquaintances that we do things with from time to time. She got into the habit of meeting him for a walk after work on nice afternoons. When our conversations would circle around him, she always assured me that he knew she was happily married and that she would never do anything other than talk of him. Last night, though, she went out to the Sunday band at this bar down the road. She said that she was meeting a girlfriend who I know and that she was planning to be home early because she had a big work week starting today. A bit after 10, she texted that the music was over and they were hanging out chatting. I had been doing laundry, so got the text about a half hour later and said, "Great safe drive. Will do." I went to bed and woke up at around 1:45. Texted her asking if she was okay. Yes, heading home. At 2:40, I texted tonight. She responded yes. At 4 a.m., I called her phone and it went to voicemail. She called back in a few minutes and said that she fell asleep at some woman's house where they went to hang out. She got home 20 minutes later, came and gave me a kiss on the forehead. I was awake in bed. I just gave her a sort of gruff hello and she ended up curled up, going to sleep on the couch downstairs. I went down and gave her a hug and asked if she understood why I was upset. She said yes, I'm so sorry, and I didn't want to keep you up. I told her I hadn't slept since I woke up hours ago anyway and she might as well come to bed. She cuddled up next to me and fell asleep. In the morning, she got up before me and basically gave a quick kiss going out the door. I saw that she had done a small load of laundry with just her clothes from the night before. I had purposely given her digital privacy, but during the night, I admit, I checked her iPad messages. There didn't seem to be any on Messenger. When I got to work, I pulled up our cell phone account that I managed and looked at her text log. I ran a reverse phone number search to ID the most often texted number and found out it did belong to the guy. She had texted with him before she left to go out, right before she left to come home, and first thing in the morning. I looked back further and found that she often texted him before bed and first thing in the morning when she was typically had her coffee. The real gut punch though is when I looked at the call logs. Multiple calls per day with him for weeks, including long calls, some over an hour. I texted her at work and asked her how her day was going. Awful on many levels, I deserve it. I told her that we need to talk and suggested meeting after work before we go home. Okay, lowercase. Rechecked the call log and saw 2 calls to the guy this morning, one before I texted her and one after. I am just heartbroken and feel like I'm going to be sick. I do love her, but looking back over the past months, I did feel her pulling away. I'm guilty of being online too much in the evenings, but in the past we've always had solid couple of hours of reconnecting at home after work. Lately, we have been getting home later and skipping a traditional dinner, so we haven't had that daily time consistently. What in the world am I going to say to her tonight? I can't imagine living with anyone else, but I don't know if I can get past this. If anyone has advice on how to approach the worst conversation I've ever had, I would love to hear it. Story 2. Yesterday I found out my wife is having an affair. I calmly confronted her about my suspicions when she came home late last night. We've been together for 10 years, married less than 1, but as I'm in my early 30s, the relationship and my partner have been a fundamental part of my life for what feels like forever. I was surprised when she confirmed that she was having an affair, and was convinced I was just jealous of her spending time with friends without me. I have been frustrated with my inability to get details. It has been like pulling teeth when it comes to getting the specifics out of her. On one hand, I don't want to know. On the other, as painful as it is, I feel like I have to know. I'm mostly a Reddit lurker, but now that I have been confronted with my wife's affair, I feel incredibly alone, scared, and very uncertain. I have no support network, and my friends have fallen away with time and distance between us. With nowhere really to turn, I just wanted to get this off my chest and ask for advice. What do I do next? What is the right decision? And how do I make it or see it? I've canceled travel plans with my wife, but she will travel regardless. I'll have almost 2 weeks to myself and intend to focus on myself. Exercise, relax, figure out what I enjoy doing for fun again, and perhaps most importantly, make an effort to reach out and make friends. I need some help through this, as a grown-ass, bearded man crying at work is just unseemly in this day and age. Update. Thank you all for your advice. I didn't expect such a response. A quick update for the interested and those who are kind enough to reach out. Lawyered up. Our prenups are solid. I obtained all of the required financial information from my wife, and the attorney will be initiating the divorce this week. We've kept our assets separate and will both leave with ours. It's a pain though that I have to wait 60 days after filing before the divorce can be processed and be official. The wife has covered the fees. I think this is fair. I didn't shit the bed and I'm not stressing more than I had to over the process. We live in an apartment and we'll be signing the lease in her name only tomorrow. Basically buying me out. I don't feel like I have to move out, but I'm choosing to. I'm in a stronger financial position, and I intend to live in a great place of my choosing, where I want and on my own terms. This is also giving me a chance to marry condo my belongings, and hopefully will allow me to better focus on myself. I'm really planning on treating this as a fresh start. She will still be traveling. I didn't provide the details, but she's going abroad to spend some time with her family. And although I do feel like she should stay if she wants to work through this, that is not what I want to do. I'm okay with getting time and space, and I need to recalibrate. The only hiccup is the cat. I got the cat, and I love the shit out of it. The wife loves it too, and honestly, the cat loves her more than me. I don't even know what to do about the cat, but I have some time with the puss to figure it out. I don't hold animosity against the wife to the extent that I'm willing to disrupt the animal's life for the worst. Any cat whisperers, feel free to reach out. Once again, thank you everyone. Reading through the messages and the DMs have been therapeutic and beneficial. I'll probably still be reaching out for professional help at some point, but I got my way forward for now. I have made my checklist of things to get done, and if there's one thing I love, it's checking boxes.
I hope you enjoyed our video. It's always a pleasure creating these stories, and if you liked what you saw, please take the time to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Sharing with your friends is also greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of our videos. I'm all ears. Be sure to check back soon for more original Reddit stories every day on Reddit Rev. Until then, stay awesome, my friend.